Wrapping up the video with the SCAR. In my opinion,
you can even say that, you know, with what they...
All you gotta do is push it forward.
What's up, YouTube? Connor with Guns and Stuff. And in this video, what I want to do is I want to pretty much showcase the practical accuracy of just a middle standard of the line AR-15. This is my Colt 6920. It's got a 1-in-7 twist barrel. It's not free floated. This is just a standard mil-spec trigger. It's not a fancy match grade trigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay in the prone. I have 50 yards, 100 yards, and 236 yards. I'm going to take a 5-shot group at each distance and pretty much show you guys how the group kind of opens up and kind of talk a little bit about that. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And like I said, I'm not the best shooter, so I don't expect to be really tight, but that's not what this rifle is made for. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to use 55 grain American Eagle, just the black box that comes in hundreds, and I'm going to do 5 shots at each distance. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's do it. All right, so I'm taking my first group of the day, 50 yards, 55 grain American Eagle 223. One thing I want to add, I'm going to be using my Aimpoint T-1 Micro. This is zeroed for 100 yards. So my group, don't really go for the placement of the group, just the actual group. So let's take 5 shots. I'm gonna try to go nice and slow. I'm gonna hold at the same spot for each distance. All right, so keep that in mind. Colt 6920. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so this is my first group of the day. This is 50 yards. Not a bad group. I'll say that's maybe 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit over an inch. So that's at 50 yards. So now we're gonna move back to, I'm gonna mark these off. I'm gonna move back to 100 yards and do the same thing. Let's do it. All right, so now it's time for my second group of the day. 5 shots, 100 yards, same ammo. I'm going to use the same hold, so I'm holding right at the center of that black. 5 shots, let's check out the group. All right, so my second group, I'm going to show you a 5.56 here just to give you a little, so you can compare it to something. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let me get rid of these. So that's the group. Those 2 shots, one of those was from my 50-yard group, the other was from my 100. But that's the group from 100 yards. So it's a little bit wider than I would like, but that's what this is all about, just showing you practicality. I mean, I'm not trying to go for really tight groups. This is just a combat style rifle. I mean, it's not super accurized. So one more time, 100 yards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to 236 yards now. All right, so this is my final 5-shot group. I'm at 236 yards. Aimpoint Micro T1, a 2 MOA dot. I'm holding at the same black dot. So I should be hitting a little low, but we're going for group. So yeah, let's do it. This is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I think that was 5 if I can count. All right, so that's my 236 yard group. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right in here. So a couple things you can notice off the bat is the farther shots, my rounds dropped more. And that's because my zero was here. So at 100 yards, 50, 100 yards. I don't know. The 50 looks closer, but whatever. So let's say my 0 is at 100 yards. So my optic and my bullet trajectory is matching up here. But if you keep going farther out, the gravity is going to take effect on that bullet and it's going to drop it more. So say I go to 400 yards, it'll be lower, 600, lower, lower, lower. So that's why that is so low, is just because 236 yards is not very far, but it's a pretty decent distance. So I had a little, I don't want to call it a flyer, but that's pretty okay. I think for 236 yards, that one kind of got me, but overall, I don't know, maybe 5 inches, 5.5 inches. Take that one away, which that's still a group. Take that away. I mean, that's about 3.5 inches maybe. So I'm cool with that. So yeah, that's the practical accuracy of an AR, and I'm using a red dot sight. So if I had something magnified, I'm sure it could tighten up a little bit. But that's just a regular 6920 AR, mil-spec trigger, mil-spec barrel, chrome line barrel, 55 grain ammo. So just to give you guys an idea. 50 yards was right in here, which is pretty good. 100 yards was kind of sprawled out, and then 200 yards right in here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. We're getting close to 600 subs. That is awesome. So I hope the video helped. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.